Welcome back, Pumpkin. You've joined me again. If you know anything about me, you'll know I love my socks to be fluffy. And we're going to talk about why it's useless to try look for the next crypto narrative. I want you to go deep with me. Not that deep. I want you to see with me that the crypto narrative hunt is trash. It is a retailer trap. 4 emerging narratives in crypto to watch for. Trading firm. Throw them out. Before I go through these useless headlines, I want to explain to you why. So I've got Chico Crypto here. He makes some cool videos sometimes. The next crypto narrative. I think I remember this video. He was talking about like liquid staking for Ethereum and LDO and stuff. Delete. No one cares, buddy. I'm telling you right now, no one cares about Boomer ETH and Boomer Bitcoin yield because their prices aren't going to move up as much as you think they are. So what do we mean by hunting a narrative? So let's write it down. Hunting the next narrative. All right. And I think there must be an open book for a story. Here we go. Okay, beautiful. So open book emoji. When people say they want to hunt the next narrative, what they actually mean is they are toilet paper hands. And their portfolio is a toilet itself. Why? It's because people who want to hunt the next narrative, they don't actually want to hold through a network effect growing up and down. They don't have that much conviction in crypto or themselves. Instead, what they want to do is they want to be told the next narrative. And what that means is, you know what a narrative is? This is what happens, friends. So you have coin A. I'm going to write it right here. So you have coin A, B, C, D, and E. All right. And what happens is, what they want to be told is, coin A goes up. Okay. And if it goes nuclear height strength, not just a little bit up, like, whoa, really up. If it catches enough attention and it can be forked and copied, for example, AI. If it's easy to latch onto by retailers, other coins will try to do affinity marketing. So they'll say, oh, we are also AI. And then C, oh, we got AI too. And D has nothing to do with anything, but they go, oh yeah, artificial intelligence. And E is just a bump and dump scam, but that's what happens. When people want the next narrative, they want to be told, what's the next subset of crypto that's going to be this? Because they're too scared to hold. They're too scared to hold their favorite crypto altcoins. You know what they are? I'm going to give you my ones. You can choose any ones you want, man. You don't have to follow mine, okay? You don't have to follow any of mine. You got the coins here, okay? They're too scared to hold these. They want a narrative to lift them. Because when a narrative comes, see, looking at these coins, A, B, C, D, E, when a narrative starts forming, you attract the weakest of weak hands. You attract people who are reading headlines like this. 4 emerging narratives to look out for. Look at this, man. Look at this. The top crypto narratives and unreleased tokens to look out for. Oh my god, open face for this dude. Okay, look. Narrative ones. By the way, before we go on, friends, I'm doing this live with you. February 2023. That's the date of the article. Look at this. Layer 1 chains. Oh, wow. I already tell you right now, ain't nobody going to get excited for Layer 1 chains as a group. Mark my words. I'm going to make a poopy emoji right here. I'm sorry, you're not going to get some like 7x return on your Layer 1 coin. I hope you do, by the way. I really do hope you do because they are so oversold. But Layer 1 coins, that's a 2021 narrative. When people come in here, they want something different. Okay? Celestia! The first modular blockchain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this offends you. I'm drawing a poopy emoji here. What's next? Sui! Pump and dump grift. Say. Different, but sector specific Layer 1 on Cosmos. There's nothing wrong with these guesses, by the way, Layer 2s, oh my god, Arbitrum. Look at this. They have listed, like 7 or 8 things? How the hell are you possibly going to participate in these? Narrative 3 AI. Oh my god. By the way, why'd they write this? Because they're already pumping, okay? So,
we humans, we make the mistake of extrapolating into the future based off the past, because we can't imagine things popping up out of nowhere. So what do we start thinking of? We start thinking of the future being a reflection of, oh my God, AI is pumping now. It's probably going to be relevant this whole year. Go back to the past. Go back. You know what? I've had enough of this. We're actually going to go back together. We are going to go back together. I promise you. I did my research. If you don't believe me, go do it yourself. I lived here. Maybe you lived here too. Okay. The influencers were not speaking about the next crypto narratives correctly here. All right. I was learning with you. Yes, my socks weren't as fluffy back then. Yes, I wasn't wearing my mittens. But I had the heater on in my room instead. All right. So nobody had the correct narrative. I was here. Do you know what they were talking about? You are in 2019 and 2020. I'll tell you what they were talking about. I remember this. 100K, 180K plus Bitcoin. All right. They were talking about that. They were talking about XRP returning to like $5 to $10, right? They were talking about other 2017 ICO coins making a comeback. That's what they were talking about. Okay. It was only here that DeFi got made, this box, where people started talking about, oh, well, maybe DeFi is going to be something. But here was the thing, friends. Here was the thing. When DeFi came and shocked everyone, people kept these narratives, right? 180K Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin ETF, XRP, 2017 ICO coins. People kept talking about them. They were not what played out up here. Not. Okay? They did not happen. Up here, there was, look at the difference what happened, okay? The real narratives were, Ethereum, okay, wait, we're going to go back here. I'm going to add this, okay? We're also talking about, we started to talk about Ethereum potential, okay? Started. Remember, I went all in on the ETH BTC low. Everyone called me a poopy head. I said, I'm not a poopy head, I'm a peanut brain. And let's do a little peanut emoji right here. Never forget that, okay? So everyone was talking about that. Do you know what happened up here? Ethereum competitors, layer 1 chains, narrative formed, okay? That's what happened. BNB, Cardano, everything that remotely competed with Ethereum, EVMs, mooned. They got popular. Phantom, Solana even, Ethereum competitors. You also had gaming, you also had metaverse, you also had JPEGs, NFTs, tongue-in-cheek, and here was the big one, the biggest one of all. Dogs plus memes plus casino Ponzi's, okay? Olympus DAO. So look at that. Look what the biggest narratives of all were. Go back to 2019 and 2020 with me. What were the influencers talking about? 180K Bitcoin, XRP, coins returning at the top, all the very, very top coins. That's what we're talking about. Nobody could even dream that Doge was going to be taking over the world, and SHIB, and the memes, and the Olympus DAOs, super high yield Ponzi's in the form they came, and then the gaming and the metaverse and all this. Like, we knew they could eventually come, but not that. By the way, one of the boring narratives people were talking about here was privacy coins and payment networks. Yay. I remember those. No one cared. Privacy coins, payment networks. And they're also talking about different more proof of work coins. I remember this. It's all coming back to me. More proof of work chains. Dead. So they will all get dead ghost chains. I'm remembering now. They did not happen. So that's why, look how wrong everyone got it. We lived this day by day, week by week, month by month, and we still got it wrong in the euphoria. Still wildly wrong. No one was right. You know who was right? The people who sat there and who looked at the communities and said, are we growing or are people leaving? I want to know. Okay, if you're paying attention to the numbers of the people growing and the marketing being done to onboard more people, you're going to kill it. So that's why I bring you back here. When people say, I want to be told what the next narrative is, what they actually want to be told is, they want to be told, okay, I want to be told about the gaming narrative. However, I'm too scared to buy the gaming coin now. And what I want to do is wait till all the gaming coins go up, and then I'm going to buy the outskirt coins where people, the weakest hands people, come in and just FOMO buy. All right, so this is not a reliable strategy long term, because by definition, hunting for the narrative means, here, Hunting for the next narrative means you are hunting for the weakest hands retail. You're trying to ride with them. That's unfortunately the situation. So people who are looking for the story, they're weak. They want to be told, hey, there's going to be news articles made about this narrative. You're going to be up here, 4 emerging narratives. You want people to just open up their phones, go to the computer, go to the crypto websites and go, oh, I read something about this narrative and I think it's going to be cool. This is what people actually want. And this is not a long-term strategy at all. You have to look at the community you're in. Remember what I always say, the community is the asset, not the code. You have to think about the next round of people coming in, onboarding. Who is onboarding? What type of attributes does your community have? XRP have got cool attributes, man. But Ripple are dumping it every 3 months. Okay? You've got to go through these different examples for everything you hold. The time to play in the DGen casino is not now. The time to play in that DGen casino when you can actually talk about narrative stuff, it's going to be a while, friends. It's going to be, you need Bitcoin literally to break 70K again sometime. Maybe 2025 it happens. Maybe 2025 it happens. So we're in for a wild ride. We're in for a wild ride. Maybe up here. Then this part you start to talk about those narratives and okay, and when you go and think about narratives forming, you're at the end of the cycles. It's literally about to die. Okay? Because what narrative means? Narrative means, okay, everyone, here's a story that we can summarize in 1 or 2 or 3 words or sentences, and it's easy for the millions of people coming in to just go to a website, look at this tag, and start buying. That's what narrative actually means, and that's the very end. That's when you want to be exiting. You want to be holding bags such that when your coin is making it to mainstream, and it's so easy to tag everywhere, you're like, uh-oh, I'm getting the weakest of the weak hands. People are not buying based off the fundamental value. People are buying strictly based off the fact that it's just in the news, because that's all they know. And that's when you start to get the weakest of weak hands coming in. And unfortunately, those weak hands coming in will be the first ones out taking the losses. And that's why you get charts like this. Now, Bitcoin's obviously, its volatility's slowed down, but that's why you get charts like that. It's the Michael Saylor believers up here. The Michael Saylor believers up here, they're the ones dropping it. Okay? So, at the end of the day, whenever you see what's the next narrative, then, oh my God, what's going to capture everyone's attention? It's good to think about it and speculate. But at the end of the day, you're wasting your time. You have to be in coins that are growing their network effect. Okay? And the more people that call it a Ponzi scam and don't get it, the better. Because if people don't get it, and you're looking at the numbers and you're like, man, I see motivated people in this group. I'm looking at their telegrams. I'm seeing them post on Twitter. I'm seeing YouTube videos pop up and appear. And someone can make a good case why we can just keep growing. If you can see that being formed just a tiny bit, that's all you need. I promise you. Because once the green candles start coming, everyone starts becoming a genius again. You don't actually need to figure out the 4-dimensional physics and what's going on in this astral world and what a pentagon looks like, right? You don't actually need to go through all that information. All you need to do is say to yourself, it's depressing, prices are low, I'm getting in the year 2022, 2023, and I'm holding to this window, right? You're holding all your crypto to this 2025 window, okay? Based off time. You want this. Okay, we're going to change it to a 12-month candle. Okay? You want to be thinking about this, all right? This is the greatest part. You see this Bitcoin chart. Now, we don't know if it's going to repeat again, but it would be nice if we got, we got a green candle this year. Let me see if I can do it. We got a green candle this year, and then a green candle next year, and then a third green candle. Because you don't even need to worry about, what does my coin do? How many people are coming in? You don't need to worry about that. I will just tell you right now, everything you need to worry about is in the color of those candles. When you have 3 green candles, the people who are buying in that third green candle, they are buying just because everything's been going up for 3 years. And everything that they dress up is just a narrative in their head. They're like, oh, I'm buying it, AI is going to take over the world, and this has got deflation, and this is burning. All those, garbage, doesn't matter. Use case, Amazon sponsorship, Bitcoin ETF, all of those stories, actually, you can just block them all out. I'm telling you right now. If you get 3 green yearly candles, by the end of that 3rd green yearly candle, everything you need to know about what you need to do next is right there. Right? I'm not saying crypto is going to be bad after the 3rd year green candle. I'm just saying, in the 3rd year, chances are you have had a lot of weak hands buy in. Only because it's kept going up. And that's what you don't want. You want to be buying with me when things go down and everyone's crying. That's when everyone's giving away everything just because they're like upset. When they're crying and if they click the button to sell and they feel better, they'll do it. And just like the complete opposite up here. They will click the button to buy in just to feel good, feel a part of the community, part of everyone else, part of the narrative. Until next time, friends.